In a small house with a large garden on the outskirts of a bustling town lived a young boy named Liam. At just 9 years old, he had a spirit full of curiosity and a heart brimming with determination. Whether it was rain or shine, he was often found outside, with his hands in the earth, helping his father plant seeds and tend to their vibrant garden. His love for the outdoors was only matched by one other thing: the sweet sound of the guitar. Just across the fence lived Mr. Baxter, their neighbor and a local guitar teacher. Every afternoon, the soft strumming of the guitar would float through Liam's window, captivating him. He would press his ear against the wall, following the rhythm, and imagine himself producing those beautiful notes. One day, as he was listening to Mr. Baxter's soothing guitar playing, a desire ignited in his heart. He, too, wanted to play the guitar. He wanted to create the beautiful melodies that had him enchanted for so long. From that day forward, he promised himself that he would find a way to make his newfound dream a reality. One evening, after dinner, Liam gathered his courage and shared his newfound dream with his parents. "I want to learn to play the guitar, just like Mr. Baxter," he told them, his eyes shimmering with excitement. His parents exchanged a glance. They knew they were barely making ends meet, and affording guitar lessons seemed like a distant dream. His father sighed, ruffling his hair gently. "Liam, we'd love to help you learn, but guitar lessons are expensive and we just can't afford them right now." His words hung in the air, the reality of their situation sinking in. Liam felt a lump in his throat, but he swallowed his disappointment, nodding his understanding. Days turned into weeks, and Liam felt the weight of his unfulfilled dream pressing down on him. He watched the other children go to Mr. Baxter's for their guitar lessons, their laughter and chatter a stark contrast to the quiet in his heart. He tried coming up with ways to earn money, from selling his favorite comics to considering setting up a lemonade stand, but nothing seemed to work out. One particularly rough day, when another plan fell through, Liam found himself on the verge of giving up. His dream felt as distant as the stars in the night sky. Then, one day, while helping his mother clean out the attic, he found an old book about the ancient practice of bartering. Intrigued, he listened as his mother explained how people used to exchange goods or services instead of using money. Liam was captivated. "Could this be the solution to my problem?" he thought. He started to investigate, carefully listening to Mr. Baxter's students, trying to find out what Mr. Baxter might need. After a few days of careful observation, he found out that Mr. Baxter was struggling with maintaining his garden. The idea lit up in Liam's mind: he could offer to help with the garden in exchange for guitar lessons. With newfound hope, he prepared to make a proposition to his neighbor. His heart was pounding in his chest, but he reminded himself of the beautiful notes he longed to play and found his courage. One sunny afternoon, armed with his proposal and a heart full of hope, Liam knocked on Mr. Baxter's door. The older man welcomed him with a warm smile. Taking a deep breath, Liam launched into his proposition. "Mr. Baxter, I can't afford to pay for guitar lessons, but I was thinking, maybe I could help you maintain your garden in exchange for learning to play." Mr. Baxter looked at him, surprise evident in his eyes. He was silent for a moment before a slow smile spread across his face. "You know what, Liam, that sounds like a fine idea. We can start tomorrow, how about that?" Liam's heart soared. His dream was finally within his grasp. True to their agreement, the next day found Liam in Mr. Baxter's garden, weeding and planting, before making his way to the guitar room, his fingers itching to strum the strings of the instrument he longed to master. Days turned into weeks, and the garden flourished under Liam's attentive care, mirroring his own growth as he gradually learned to make music, his fingers finally producing the melodies that had charmed him from the start. His first strums were awkward, but with patience, practice, and Mr. Baxter's guidance, he began to improve. The day he played his first song in full was one he would remember forever. His parents, standing by the window, tears of joy glistening in their eyes, listened to the melody that filled their small house, proof of Liam's determination and resourcefulness. From then on, Liam became a regular sight in Mr. Baxter's garden and music room, his dream no longer distant but alive in the notes that danced under his fingertips. His story wasn't just about learning guitar anymore, but about the lessons of perseverance, creativity, and entrepreneurship he had picked up along the way. The young boy who once dreamt of playing the guitar was now not just a gardener and a guitarist, but a problem solver and a dream chaser. Liam had learned that with creativity and determination, one could indeed strike a chord, both in music and in life.